Have you ever felt like there's a constant battle inside you? A tug of war between your emotions and the need to get things done? If so, you might just be tapping into an archetype that's central to INFPs, the wounded hero. This isn't just a poetic name. It's a powerful symbol of strength, resilience, and transformation. If you're an INFP, or you know one, you've probably noticed this tension. On one side, there's a rich inner world, full of emotions, values, and deep meaning. On the other, the harsh, relentless demands of logic, structure, and the practical world outside. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're going to explore what this archetype means. We'll uncover the hidden challenges INFPs face, how the wounded hero shapes their personal growth, and why this wound isn't a weakness. It's where their greatest strength lies. Now, let's start with what makes an INFP tick: their cognitive functions. These are like the mental gears driving how they think, feel, and approach life. First, there's introverted feeling, or FI. This is the dominant function for INFPs, and it acts as their emotional compass. Introverted feeling helps them navigate life based on deeply held personal values, always asking, "Does this feel right to me?" It's what gives INFPs their incredible emotional depth and a sense of authenticity that guides their every decision. Then there's extroverted intuition, or NE, their second function. This is the dreamer's tool. Extroverted intuition helps INFPs explore endless possibilities, see connections others might miss, and imagine new ways of understanding the world. It's creative, open-minded, and keeps them curious about what could be. But what makes INFPs truly unique is how these two functions, introverted feeling and extroverted intuition, work together. Introverted feeling gives them a deep emotional core, while extroverted intuition expands their horizons, offering them countless ways to turn their values into action. For example, an INFP might dream of creating an art piece to express a personal belief. Introverted feeling provides the inspiration, and extroverted intuition generates ideas to bring it to life. This dynamic fuels their creativity and sense of purpose. Their third function, introverted sensing, or SI, ties them to the past. This function provides a sense of continuity and stability. It allows INFPs to reflect on personal experiences and find meaning in memories. While it's not as strong as their introverted feeling or extroverted intuition, introverted sensing grounds them in times of uncertainty. Finally, we have extroverted thinking, or TE. And here's the thing: TE is the INFP's inferior function, which means it's the hardest for them to access and develop. Extroverted thinking focuses on structure, efficiency, and logical problem solving. Sounds simple, right? But for an INFP, it can feel like trying to learn a completely foreign language. This is where the archetype of the wounded hero comes in. The wounded hero represents the struggle INFPs experience when they face challenges that require extroverted thinking. Organizing their life, setting clear goals, managing time, all of these can feel overwhelming. They might think, "Why is this so hard for me? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?" And that's the wound, the feeling of inadequacy, the sense that they're falling short when it comes to the practical, structured demands of the world. But here's the twist: the wounded hero isn't just about struggle, it's about growth. Think about an INFP struggling with a group project. While others might naturally jump into assigning tasks and creating timelines, the INFP might feel stuck, unsure of how to start. But instead of giving up, they lean on their strengths, like introverted feeling and extroverted intuition, to approach the task differently. They might suggest creative ideas to inspire the group or connect the project to something personally meaningful. Over time, as they practice breaking tasks into smaller steps, they begin to build their extroverted thinking skills. In Jungian terms, this archetype connects to the concept of the shadow, the part of ourselves that we're less comfortable with, the part we might even avoid. For INFPs, that shadow is their inferior extroverted thinking. But the shadow isn't an enemy. Jung believed it holds immense potential for transformation. By confronting and embracing it, INFPs can turn their perceived weaknesses into tools for empowerment. Here's a story to illustrate this. Think about Frodo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings. He's small, inexperienced, and far from the strongest or most practical character in the story. Yet, despite all of that, Frodo embarks on an impossible journey and succeeds. Similarly, an INFP might start out feeling overwhelmed by practical tasks, but through perseverance and creativity, they uncover strengths they didn't know they had. This growth reflects a journey Jung called individuation, the process of becoming whole by integrating all aspects of yourself, even the parts you struggle with. For INFPs, that means learning to use extroverted thinking, not as a replacement for their natural strengths, but as a way to complement them. Imagine an INFP who struggles with managing time. At first, it might feel impossible. But by breaking tasks into smaller steps, using tools that fit their style, and celebrating small wins, they can start to make progress. Over time, their ability to organize and execute improves. And when paired with their emotional depth and creativity, it's a game changer. Now, if you're an INFP, here's something important to remember. The wounded hero's journey is your journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about growth. Start small. Focus on one challenge at a time. Find systems that work for you, not against you. And most importantly, trust that every step forward, no matter how small, is part of becoming the hero of your own story. The wounded hero isn't defined by their flaws. They're defined by their ability to rise above them. So let me ask you, have you experienced this inner struggle? Do you recognize the wounded hero in yourself or someone you know? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share this with someone who might need to hear it today. Thank you for watching, and remember, every hero has their wounds, but it's what they do with them that counts.